YouTube. Today I'm ranking to movies I thought were weird. Number 2 by Derek FDB. Now, if you have some movies that you think are weird, send to this guy right here. I think you go to his Instagram or some shit, or his comments on his post, and you just send him a bunch of movies and you'll react to them. Now, if I can say a movie that I think that's weird, Sausage Party. Movie about food and shit. If you haven't seen that, please don't go see it. Movies like Human Centipede. Those are terrible movies, bro. All right, let's go.
Picked by me. What would happen if I let y'all pick the movies? That's exactly what we'll be doing today. Today, once again, I'll be going over some weird movies, but this time, these are movies sent in by you guys. We gonna start from goofy, bizarre, fever dream movies, and eventually, the disturbing ones. And they got disturbing. First one up, B movie. This one,
I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, bro. Might be a bad take, but the B movie, now looking back at it now that I'm a grown age, is a weird movie, bro. The B is dating a woman, and this whole time, everybody used to be like, when you're a kid, you know what I mean, like 8 years old, 9 years old, watch this movie, I thought it was hilarious. And when you see the goddamn boyfriend or the husband, he's over trying to kill the B because the B is taking his female. We also make fun of him like, bro, you're a loser. Get out of here. Now, looking at it now, he has reasonable crash out. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He had the right to do what he got to do. If that was me, I would have got some Raid, shook it up, and I would have sprayed that B, and he would have been packed up from day one. This is me, though.
This one was sent in by Ken from the Discord server last video. What's good, Ken? And I spoke about it a bit last time. I didn't get to really dive in deep. Get into the nitty gritty. We all know B movie, a movie about a bee named Barry who, after graduating college and not wanting to get stuck in a boring job, meets a human and accidentally discovers that humans consume and use honey. And so he decides to sue the entire human race. Don't know how that makes sense, but
my man sued the entire human race because they use honey. Come on, bro. Like,
it's B movie. There's a lot of weird stuff in this movie, and I mean a lot. B's out here whipping cars when they can fly. B's going to college for some reason. B's even out here dating their cousins. That's probably the most relatable one. But what I really want to talk about in this movie is I don't even know what to call it. The situationship, the love triangle.
Bestiality? Like, bro, we not finna skip past the weirdness of this movie, bro. The creator was like, you know what? Let's get the girl and the B to get together and start making out. Like, bro, what are you talking about, man?
Between Barry, Vanessa, and Ken, bro, this is inexcusable. You know how messed up it is that Ken? I just realized y'all got the same name, Ken. Ken has to just sit there and tolerate his girl chilling with, cooking for, and getting rizzed by his allergies. It's already bad.
Bro, this dude got squashed, bro.
Bad enough that he's not human, but she's pretty much leaving him for the enemy. That would be like me coming home and walking in on my girl in bed with a shrimp, or a cat, or a shrimp cat. I would be sick. The most messed up part is, in this movie, the boyfriend Ken, he's supposed to be like the one that's tripping. He's the goofy one, over the top, the one we all laughed at as a kid. Haha, he's bad, his girl's into bees. But no, he's the only sensible one. What do a bee and a human even have in common? As much as racist people say otherwise, none of us come in shades of yellow. I can see why he crashed out and tried to kill Barry. This is ridiculous. And before any of y'all say, Barry didn't have romantic feelings for Vanessa. Oh yeah? Then why does this movie have a deleted scene where Barry is trying to call off their wedding that he planned? Oh, bet you ain't know about that, did you? Next one up.
Whoa, wait. If they would have put that in the movie, that shit might have been terrible idea. That was a smart idea in the direction I put in the movie, because that'd be a weird ass idea.
I was gonna go over it regardless, but shout out to Mr. Edit for suggesting it. Oh, you Arabic, my boy? Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam.
Damn.
Dominican. Minecraft. Man. Before I talk about this movie, I need to tell y'all how much I loved Minecraft.
Best game of all time.
Y'all don't understand. Every day after elementary, I'd come home and watch Sky Does Minecraft and Team Crafted play Cops and Robbers, or Hunger Games, or just a mod review. These videos.
Minecraft is one of the best games of all time, though. We ain't finna skip past like it ain't. If y'all, hold on, man. I know everybody play Minecraft. Come on, bro. Either on the phone or on the Xbox 360. Facts, bro. I was just spending hours and hours and hours playing Minecraft, bro. I used to build towns and shit. I used to build houses for everybody in my family, bro. Facts, bro. I was a mayor and everything, and I was just use eggs to spawn villagers. Bro, I had utopias in that motherfucker. I had cities, bro.
This game made me want to be a YouTuber. Obviously, that was before everything that happened with Sky, but that doesn't change the fact that I loved it. Bro, I love this game so much. I had worlds where I would build homes for my grandparents. Like they were gonna play with me. They don't know what Minecraft is, but that's just how much I loved it. I thought anybody could play. So for me last year to see a Minecraft movie trailer, I was hyped. It meant the world to me. You know, about 10 years too late for me, but I was still hyped. But then I saw Jack Black as Steve and Jason Momoa as Jason Momoa. Oh my.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch the movie yet, but everybody said the movie's fire, so.
My goodness, they ruined my childhood. Or so I thought. As some of y'all may have seen on my community post or on my IG, I went to watch it this weekend. And honestly, it wasn't terrible. I might even say it was an enjoyable experience. I'm not saying it's a cinematic masterpiece. It's not The Godfather or anything. But with a decently sized crowd and some friends who played Minecraft and don't take stuff too seriously, you'll enjoy it. Like honestly, the movie had no depth to it. The storyline was
Facts. I feel like if you go to a movie like Spider-Man or something with like your mom or your dad and they don't know anything about Spider-Man or anything about what's going on, then you're not gonna have fun because every time you see something on the screen, you be like, oh my god, Miles Morales has traveled to the future. They're gonna be like, who's Miles Morales? What future? And now you're looking like, bro. Now you're like, damn, now I gotta explain it mid-movie what the hell's going on to these people. You know what I mean? But if you go there with some friends and y'all all know everything about Spider-Man, then y'all can all just laugh and enjoy it. I feel like that's facts, bro.
Was bland. It was really just Jack Black doing funny faces and line deliveries. But bro, that was probably the funnest theater experience I've had since No Way Home. Like no joke, in my theater, every time they made a reference to something, everyone would just start applauding. I am Steve. Flint and Steve.
Bro, I can't stand that, bro. When they're watching a movie like Star Wars or some shit, and every time something happens, they just start standing up and clapping. Like, bro, can y'all relax, bro?
Eel. Chicken jockey. I'm serious too. This dude Steve could have taken a dump on screen and they still would have applauded. And that's what this movie was. It was a they did the thing movie and it was great. My favorite scenes were the one at the ending where the villain kept trying to sneak attack Steve and kept failing. That one genuinely made me laugh. They also had this little side story with this villager who accidentally goes into the real world and after he gets freaking hit by a car, he ends up falling in love with Jennifer Coolidge and they get married the next day. Like it was so random. And of course, the Technoblade tribute, that was sweet. W to Sebastian, the kid who played Henry, for suggesting it. Literally only issues I have with this movie, besides the chaotic plot, is one, there was too many spider jockeys, and their spawn rate isn't that high in the game. And two, there was this weird scene during the Elytra sequence where Jack Black and Jason Momoa started 69ing to get through a small...
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. This started doing what? I couldn't imagine you're eating your popcorn, looking at the screen, and then you see a bunch of grown men having a whole ass 69 in the air. You're like this. It's like them sex scenes in movies you wouldn't expect it to be in there, bro. Like, oh my gosh.
Sequence where Jack Black and Jason Momoa started 69ing to get through a small hole? Like, are we serious, bro? I had to watch this in 3D. Minecraft movie, for what it is, though, it was enjoyable. I'm actually glad it was random and goofy and not how I played Minecraft. Man, the way I treat my villagers.
Facts.
But yeah, it was good. But although weird, this movie was only the tip of the iceberg compared to the other movies y'all sent. And I just kind of wanted to review it. The next movie is sent in by the homie Joe on IG. Some of y'all may know him. He's a pretty popular guy. And the movie he sent in is Velocipaster.
What?
This is definitely a movie. This movie is a low budget movie, and I mean very low budget. About an ex-pastor who, after losing his parents to an accident, this is the accident, by the way, because they couldn't afford pastor who, after losing his parents to an accident, this is the accident.
They had a low budget, so they couldn't get sound effects or graphics or a car exploding, bro.
By the way, because they couldn't afford fire effects for this movie. He drives to China to help rediscover his faith. And after getting attacked by ninjas, ninjas, he's handed this tooth that cursed.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think everybody can say this. They all watched a movie like this that had it was terrible, but it was so appealing that you had to keep watching. It's like the movies on P-Hub. Like, I'll admit it. I watched the Avengers on P-Hub because I was intrigued how trash the graphics were and how intrigued it was. I ain't gonna lie. Some movies be good like that. You know what I'm saying? They be so trash that they're good. It's facts.
With the ability to become a dinosaur. Yes, a dinosaur. This movie is so random. I thought Hoodwinked was crazy, but the plot of this movie is literally the pastor Doug and his hooker girlfriend Carol. I'm not even being mean, by the way, she's actually a prostitute, are on a mission to take down this church. Why, you may be asking? Well, because the church is ran by this ninja clan who, by using Christianity and Coca-Cola, plan on achieving world domination. I didn't make any of that up. I'm not gonna lie, for all its craziness, this was one of the funnest ones to watch as a video. The dinosaur suit looked so bad that it was actually hilarious. They also had funny random scenes that did video. The dinosaur suit.
Would y'all watch Jurassic Park? Is this how would y'all watch Jurassic Park if this is how the dinosaur was looking like in the movie? Be honest.
It looked so bad that it was actually hilarious. They also had funny random scenes that didn't make any sense. Like at the end when this ninja attacks Carol, but then he just starts crying. Like, bro, wouldn't y'all go to kill her? Or even before that, when Doug arrives to confront the ninjas and finds out one of them is his brother. Like, okay? And then he just kills him with no remorse, not even a frown, nothing. Alright, this is one of those movies that's good to watch with friends if you got nothing else to watch. That's what I'll say. And honestly, time well spent. I'm actually grateful.
One of those movies you and your friends would start roasting the whole time, making fun of it.
For this one, because this was the last of the silly, fun, you know, goofy movies sent in by y'all. Now, we get into the disturbing ones.
Oh,
this next one comes in from Mr. Stinky99 on YouTube, who told me to watch the movie Cats. Mr. Stinky, go shower, bro.
Ain't Cats a musical?
Don't be proud of that. Putting a Mr. in front of Stinky, don't be proud. And before I get into this one, y'all already know how I feel about this furry stuff. And y'all know I'm allergic to cats. And this movie is literally all about humanoid cats. Mr. Stinky99. When I catch you, I'm not gonna lie, I can see why this.
Could y'all imagine you're walking to the studio and you see a bunch of grown-ass people that's crawling around with like animated suits on, you know what I mean, like them 2K suits, you know, I'm talking about the ones with the black and stuff on them, and they're just walking around green screen, crawling on all fours and moving around like cats. I'll be so I'm like, what's going on, bro? What we watching? What was going on?
This movie did horrible in theaters. It's literally a musical about cats who are. I don't even know what they're trying to do. Don't ask me for the plot of this one, because the whole time watching this, I was too busy being uncomfortable because of these cats' designs. Like, am I tripping, or does this look kind of sexual? Ugh. I already mentioned to y'all last video was Zootopia that this furry stuff be throwing me off, but this is even worse than Zootopia, because at least in Zootopia the animals are moving like humans and have clothes, except that one scene. But in this one, these are real humans moving like animals, hissing at each other, making cat noises, walking on all fours, and they're like kind of naked. To make things worse, the real humans in this cast are some pretty popular people. Rebel Wilson, Jason Derulo, I'm not that surprised about that one, Idris Elba, and one no one would have ever expected, Taylor Swift. Yeah, she's in the movie, and guess what? As another cat. Hear me out though, I just can't watch this. There's nothing technically inappropriate about this movie because they just cats. Cats are always naked, but it just doesn't feel right. And I don't want to hear no one say, you only hating because you allergic. I'll have you know, even though these dudes nearly kill me, I still think cats are cute. I even took care of a stray mama cat when I was a kid back in DR. Gave her milk and everything. RIP. But bro, you can't expect me to like cats this much. Some cat moms out there though, I wouldn't be surprised. All I'm saying is you won't see a movie this weird come from a dog lover. That's all I'm saying. Oh, this next one is sent in by MM from the Discord. MM, my dog. Why would you send this? Off the rip, this movie is different because instead of it being in English, it's in Norwegian. That already made me scratch my head at it. It's about a Norwegian dude named Christian who owns a dog, but as you can tell...
Fuck no. Hell no. How do you even find this movie, bro? Bro, the dude who after the sent this, how did you even find this movie, and why the hell do I see a grown-ass man in a goddamn dog suit, bro? First of all, this reminds me of those freaking TLC videos when they were like, my girlfriend's a dog, and they have her in a choking collar and shit. It's like, bro, what the hell, bro?
Oh, That's not a freaking dog. It's just a dude in a suit. It's supposed to be like one of those my partner identifies as a dog type of situations. Yeah, I know those videos. And I know the Bible says love thy neighbor, and I do love my neighbors. But bro, if I visited my mom's house and saw this as her pet,
boom, putting it down, bro.
all love is gone. I can't rock with this. I'm not gonna lie. This one has to be the worst one so far. It's worse than any of the ones from the last video. I know I said send me weird movies, but this movie is weird. With cats, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's really just a musical with some oddly erotic looking.
I can't stand musicals, actually. I could not stand musicals. The only musical I actually can watch is like High School Musical, and that's probably
cats. But this one, look.
How much do y'all get paid? How much do y'all have to get paid to put this on and act for a whole movie like this?
And why would you send this? I thought y'all rocked with me. I go over a lot of horror movies on this channel, and this movie made me feel more uneasy than any of the ones I've been over. Every scene of the dog next to the owner, or eating, or chilling in bed with him, just grosses me the heck out. Am I bugging? I just don't want to see this. I almost didn't finish watching it until I seen how deep this plot gets. Man, it gets deep. So the owner of the dog in this movie, this is like normal to him. Owning Frank, that's the dog's name, is just regular to him. Like, you can go down to freaking Petco and pick one of them up. So when he gets to scrolling on Tinder and matches with this shorty, he introduces her to Frank like it's regular, like he's introducing like a family.
Yo, imagine you're dating somebody and they just introduce this freaking creature to you, bro. Bro, if I would have saw this thing, bro, I'm running out there so fast,
Yorkie
bro.
Or something. And the girl is obviously, thankfully, weirded out. So she lets him know, he says okay, and then she leaves. All the right
Oh yeah, good job. She should have been done that.
Decisions have been made. For now. But then she finds out our boy, I take that back, he's not my boy. The dude Christian is a multi-millionaire.
Money would get them in there, bro. Money would get them sitting down, bro.
You already know how some ladies be when it comes to that cheddar. So guess what she does? She goes back. Yup, this pissed me off too. It was right here where I almost stopped watching. But then it got a little interesting. So the girl Sigrid, that's her name, eventually adjusts to this weird lifestyle because Christian tells her that's his childhood friend who wanted to live like this and blah, 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 blah. So she's cool chilling with Christian and Frank.
Bro, if my childhood friend was like, bro, I want to become a dog. What you mean, bro? And then he pulls out this suit, let me stay with you. Slap him. That's all you can do is slap him in his face and say, bro, wake up. Or are you good, my guy? Why do you want to become a dog, bro?
And she starts adjusting until one day Christian decides to take all three of them up to this cabin he has for, you know, a little weekend getaway. And while up there, he tells Sigrid, no phones. You know, you want to disconnect, be in nature, enjoy the moments. So Sigrid agrees. Yup, y'all could already sense the weird stuff coming. And that very same night, after having a couple of drinks, Christian walks out the room and leaves Sigrid alone with the dog.
Can I confess something, Llama?
I'm all.
And walks out the room, weird stuff coming. And that very same night, after having a
Hold on, first of all, they just started dating, my guy. You're already moving so fast. Yo, she likes the money, bro. That is crazy. They just started dating and she's already trusted this man with everything? Hell no.
Yup, y'all could already sense the weird stuff coming. And that very same night, after having a couple of drinks, Christian walks out the room and leaves Sigrid alone with the dog.
Oh my god, the dog is gonna kill the goddamn woman because the dog is jealous. Oh my god, I'm calling this now. I should be a director, bro. I'll just call it that. The dog is done to attack the woman because the dog is jealous that she's getting more attention than them.
And in a turn of events, the dog doesn't attack Sigrid or anything weird like that.
Wait, what?
He actually warned her. He tells her this.
That mask is creepy. Yo, that mask is actually creepy as hell, bro.
Weird dog thing going on. He didn't want to do this. He's being forced to, cause Christian is a psycho. I told y'all I gets deep. I told y'all. This movie subverts your expectations to the max. Instead of the dog being like this killer furry thing, it's actually the owner who turns out to be the sicko. Which low-key kind of makes sense. If you into this type of lifestyle, I'm not gonna lie, I think you're capable of anything. But it does not end there, because this movie also has one of the most disturbing endings I've seen in a minute. So after finding out Frank is not willingly being a good boy, Sigrid eventually escapes after Frank gave her a window of opportunity. security. But realizing he's probably being tortured, she goes back to save him. And that was her worst mistake. After knocking out Christian while saving Frank, we see Christian get back up and knock her out. Should've just left, my girl. You should've just left. We then get a mini time skip. How far into the future? We don't know yet. But what we do see is Christian feeding Frank like normal. Okay, that's kind of sad to see, but it's still expected. But then we see Christian head to the barn outside and feed another dog. Yup, y'all know who's in that suit. It's Sigurd, who has been turned into another dog human just like Frank.
No.
Oh my girl, you should have just left. But, it's not over. Because when Christian gets back in the house, we see a third bowl. And I'm not gonna lie to you. The second he put the third bowl down, I already knew what was about to happen. Call me a genius, call it my sixth sense, or call it predictable.
Oh my gosh. He got 3 different dogs, bruh. Dude, he probably got some like another person probably as one of their persons, you know what I'm saying? He probably got somebody else as another dog or some shit, bro.
I just knew. The person that approaches that third bowl,
it's another human,
is a baby. Specifically, Christian and Sigurd's baby, who he's raising as a dog. Oh my. How could these get any worse?
What?
This next one, guys, I actually had to put down for a few hours and come back to it, so you know, warning to my female viewers for this one. I mean, warning to all of you, but especially my female viewers. It's very uncomfortable. This next one comes in from Ali Grijalva _56 on Instagram. I hope I said your name right. Who sent in the movie Teeth. Girl with teeth in her. Okay. So as Ali said,
hold on, bro. How do y'all even find these movies in the first place? Like, what the
this
hell?
movie's about a girl who's you know her.
Did that shit just say?
Okay. So as Ali said, this movie's about.
Did it say award winning? Brother, what award are you winning with this, bro?
A girl who's you know, her box has teeth in it. Yeah, I know. It's grosser than it sounds. But let me tell you,
That's
this
crazy.
movie, although listed as a horror comedy, there is nothing comedic about this movie at all. It's not even scary either. It's just uncomfortable and gross. Like, honestly, after Good Boy, I didn't think it could get any worse. But y'all never failed to impress. Literally the scariest part of this movie, if you still want to deem it a horror movie, is not even the teeth in her poom poom. It's having to see the main character go through hella traumatic stuff. Like, I really gotta dislike you to laugh at your suffering. I don't know this girl. There's nothing funny about this. Well, there's that one funny scene, but besides that, matter of fact, I'll let you know how weird this movie is. The dude who screams that line, is a male gynecologist who, after inspecting our main character, gets his fingers bitten off. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing you.
Male gynecologist? Hold on. Ain't that the people who check the poom poom? Why would it be a male? Hold on, what the hell?
Main character gets his fingers bitten off. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing you are. Male gynecologist? Why is that even a thing? In this movie, the main character, Dawn, pretty much discovers in a not so cool way that her teeth are like a defense mechanism that when provoked, will bite. AKA, cut off dudes' willies. Yeah, I know, gave me flashbacks to Candyman. And although this may seem like a curse, the main character discovers
kicking up the dirt as I pull up my
If you got time.
a superpower, cause know this man dude's willies. Yeah, I know, gave me flashbacks to Candyman. And although this may seem like a curse, the main character discovers it's low-key a superpower.
How?
Cause not only does she discover that the teeth only activate when bad stuff is happening, meaning she can still lead a normal life in the future, but by the end of the movie, after Dawn enacts her revenge on these 2 dudes by, you know, chopping off their Vienna sausages. One was her stepbrother, by the way, and his dog ended up eating said chopped off Vienna sausage, by the way. Dawn skips town and we see Dawn plans on using her teeth as some sort of vigilante, punishing weirdos out there in the world by chopping off their bing bongs. I mean, cool. And now, the weirdest, most disturbing movie of the video.
Oh, he's finna do Human Centipede. Human Centipede is finna be the worst movie of all time. I think it is.
The strange thing about the Johnson.
Oh my god, I forgot about this movie, bro. This is by far the worst movie ever. That and Human Centipede. Actually, that and what movie called? Is it called Tusk or Walrus movie? That's just weird too, bro. What movie was called? Hold on, let me see that. Maybe hold on, let me. Yeah, this movie is called Tusk. This shit was by far the weirdest movie ever made.
Oh boy. This one was sent in by Dion_McDonald086 on Instagram.
Yeah, I think if you haven't seen the Strange Things About the Johnsons, don't watch
Mr.
it, bro.
McDonald, you getting blocked for sending this movie.
Facts.
No, don't laugh. I'm being serious. Now, I discovered this movie in 7th grade, and I haven't been the same since. Because this movie is quite
7th grade
literally
is
the
crazy.
definition of weird. I don't even want to go over it, honestly. I don't want to put y'all through what I went through. But I'ma try. Dion said try, so now I gotta try. This movie is about a family of 3, the Johnsons. Now, what's so strange about them? Well, the son is in love with his father. Hold the shock, it only gets weirder. So this love, quote unquote, is one-sided. Thankfully. But the son doesn't seem to care whether or not his dad feels the same. Because he spends the next few years... I can't even say it, y'all. I can't. He spends the next few years just doing what he pleases with his father. Again, I like to emphasize, his father does not feel the same. So put 2 and 2 together, what's happening? Yep. Now you can be shocked. And that's what this whole movie is built around. The weirdo son's actions and how they affect not only the father, but the family as a whole. And it's horrifying. Seeing the light disappear from the dad's eyes over the years, seeing him too scared to even stand up for himself, seeing the mom just sit there and let it happen, it's all just... it's so uncomfortable. Yeah, this movie is weird. Don't watch it. I'm serious. No, like, look at me. Look at this picture of me. Do not watch it. I'm not gonna continue to explain anything else that happened. Just know the father ends up dying and the mother kills the son after he tells his mom he loved his dad more than she ever could. Okay. What a movie. Thank you, Dion. That was pretty much all the movies I wanted to go.
He should do Tusk, bro. Hold on, we can watch this movie at. Don't they tell you can watch it at? That should just say YouTube, Amazon. Alright, further ado, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.